Hello everyone, welcome to real life dating. My name is 4K TOHEED. I'm gonna be demonstrating you over here all the best and the most updated dating advice that actually works in this 2020 in 20th century, which you will never get any other place. And all of these dating advices are handpicked and signatured by me, 4K TOHEED. Let's continue. This channel you're gonna be getting the most advanced skill that's going to work anytime, under any circumstance, whichever mood are you in, any situation or status that you're in, it will definitely work because they're handpicked and they're all tested out there. So you guys should press the subscribe and the like button at the bottom so you will get notified if there's any new videos out there. Today I'm going to be demonstrating about the real ugly truth, the modern date or any modern relationship out there. This does not usually apply for average looking woman, but this is gonna be mostly good for very high quality or good catch, as you call it, for those type of women. Coming up. Those of you guys who are new here, definitely press the like and the red subscribe button over there, and this way you're gonna get notified if there's any new videos comes up. I'm really glad to introduce you in this channel. A lot of you guys been waiting for something like that, hey listen, we need somebody who's just gonna tell us the truth, the real direct answer, not the same old the PUA training and all that other training. Nothing like that. It's gonna be something that's legit without any sort of profits, commissions. No gentlemen, this is not what we do over here. This channel over here going to be only hand tailored what really works and not what works but you like to hear it and you thinking, hey, it's gonna work, but it's not. There's a lot of fake guru out there and they just want your pocket, and I decided that listen, I'm gonna come there, I'm gonna help all of you guys out there, bring you out from the cave and tell you what's really out there and what's really going on. So you should definitely press this subscribe button, and this is the most legit information out there. The ugly truth about every or most of the quality date and relationship that's like kind of like a noisy one, the one that's people are just keep going for rushing to relationships. So the ugly truth about any dating and relationship, here it is. Number one, women will give you their phone number and Instagram easily, no problems, but they will never give you their personal Facebook. Why is that? Because they know that Instagram is mostly for anybody. It's not a private account anymore. It's a public account, and because it's public account, they hand tailor themselves of what to share and what not to share and what they want to show this to public, right? If they like you and if they have a crush on you, or if they don't like you or don't have a crush on you, they don't want you to swipe their entire life in a one glimpse. That's why they don't want to give you their Facebook, because Facebook have their ex's picture, their ex-dad's picture, their ex-BF picture, even they're in a complicated relationship status, which is going to be in a frame mode view, not in a public mode view. So they don't want to give you their Facebook account before. The moment you see them, they think they're probably going to cheat on their current boyfriend over you, or they're probably going to keep you as a side man. So they don't want to give you all the information in a one glimpse. And we as a guy, we as a man, we want to know everything in 1 hour, just like how they want everything in 30 minutes, like the information, the curiosity. They don't want you to understand, and if they do give you the Facebook, they will do certain quick fix so you don't see anything. That's number one right there. Number two, after getting the contact information, from 70 to 90% will not respond to you. And if they do respond to you, it's eventually going nowhere. They will either give you their Facebook, they will either give you their DM, no problems. Giving phone number is much more better because you don't have to see any pictures. There's no existing profile or feeds for text message or SMS, as you call it. So they will give you that, but you might have a little beginning dopamine rush. Oh my goodness, she probably loves me, she probably likes me because she gave me her social media, or she gave you the Instagram, but you clearly know that she don't have to respond, and she will not respond after 24 hours or really after tomorrow. The third day is the most, no matter how interesting conversation you want to do or how better or good conversation you want to do, the reason why they give you the number first point, because they don't want to tell you no in your face. She get approached by many guys and she end up giving her phone number to almost anybody, but she don't have to follow up. And she tend to do this, a woman will tend to do this because it's their short fling, it's their short fetish rush. You know, she's getting visual, but again, after she takes shower or she might feel sleepy, so she don't have to follow up. And also there's multiple other reasons, the list goes on. Like let's say she's been through a very bad breakup yesterday, maybe her ex came back, or she probably have a husband or boyfriend at home, so she just gave you the number because at that moment she felt lonely, she just wanna get some attentions, or maybe she just really authentically likes you just for that 1 hour. So there's nothing too personal of. Many guys will get the numbers. Getting numbers is absolutely easy. Bringing them on date is absolutely easy, right? But just to let you know, bringing them on a date, I think that's where the stage usually start, because a lot of people struggle on that part. But by the way, getting number nowadays in this generation should not be a big deal at all. It should be just like a drinking of water. Listen, just like Craigslist, you know, Craigslist, you get all these great job listed, posted out there, and you reply. Even with the best resume and the most qualified candidates, none of them will reply. Same with Indeed. You do their main headquarter application, you're not gonna get a response anywhere, even though you're probably PhD student or master degree. It's like no point. It's like there's no follow-up, or that's it. It's just one of those lazy vibes. Now men tend to do that as well a lot. Like in Facebook, they'll just go like, hey, what's up, hey, what's up, always like this repeated. When the woman do text back, and if the woman do text back, he's already moved out. When a woman posts a new selfie or change the profile picture, boom, all the guys start coming and then they're gone. It's the same thing. Men tend to do that a lot based on the research. If you're already in a relationship, you know it's going to end starting from 1 hour to 2 years, or maybe a little bit more. It will eventually gonna break up. That's one of the ugly truth. That's number 4. No matter what you guys do, no matter how much time you guys are going inside the bed, how many trips you're getting, how much money you're spending, how much gift you give, vice versa. Maybe she's really loyal, maybe she's not a loyal, maybe you're the one loyal. Like there's a lot of great things happening. Maybe you guys are fighting and all that thing, right? Relationship's gonna pass. If you have heavy fight, you're still gonna have a great relationship. If he or she cheated, relationship still probably may exist, but eventually it will break up. That is one of the ugly truth. It happened. You experience this thing with your family, with your friends. You see that, hey, wow, she looked really great. You wish you want her. Even for the guys too, like, wow, he looks really great. Is he gonna stay with her forever? Like, you probably like wondering all these questions, but then you realize next year you see that each of their relation status just boom swap. And it's funny how the profile picture also becomes solo picture of them or their partners. By that time they already picked a partner, and it's funny, both of the new partner who they picked, they look just like their ex. So I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but it's true. Okay, so why this happened, why you guys either one person will not gonna settle, is because when a woman is attractive, or when a man is attractive or extra attractive, or have some very high values within finance or looks or body, anything, it's not supposed to be or tend to be settling down. There's no point of settling down. People like that will not settle down, almost like celebrity, right? They will not settle down, because when you have a great looks, when you have a very high value, you want to get the most as you can, unless you're very loyal like Mark Zuckerberg, that who's just gonna hook up with somebody very decent looking and just a very nice guy in the personal lifestyle. There's no bad boy vibe, or hey, listen, I'm gonna divorce my wife and see what else out there. Maybe not like the Jeff Bezos type of mindset. So Bill Gates and Stephen Hawking and what's his name, Mark Zuckerberg, probably one of those like a sweet guy and nice guy type of personality, where they have the money and they can really choose to leave their wife or girlfriend, but they're not doing it because they're actually, and well, the girl probably would have lived, but they don't know that the woman, I'm really got like some average looking woman and I don't want to change it, but if she was rich, she could have cheated on me. They don't know it like that, like Mark Zuckerberg girl, let's just say in one point. So if the woman is very attractive, she will not gonna settle. You also notice that in all of your Facebook profile, they tend to change. If you get an attractive woman, let's say you succeeded on getting this woman, just be ready and make a backup, and you clearly know that she's already talking to somebody. If you're really busy, there's no settling down. That's one of the ugly truth. Great, that was number 4. Now we're going to number 5. From a woman's point of view, on every relationship, she have a mindset of what will be beneficial for me from him. So let's say if a man have a lot of money, a lot of cars, fancy place, really great pictures on social media, that you know that, hey, this gentleman is very successful, right? Just by showing that, this visual thing will not the career though. The career does not really matter, because everybody have a good or bad career. But if that person can show that thing in visually, easily detectionable by a male or by a woman, that tend to make the woman bring to bed much more faster in a very express way. Even if the man is very abusive and very critical, and let's say they fight a lot, the woman still decided to stay with him longest, probably 8 years and 9 years, and maybe the man is very critical to deal with. Every night they have a fight, maybe they have a babies at home, they will still not break up just because of the benefit. They're like, you know what, if I go through a new guy, I don't know what this new guy have to offer me, and not offer me as this, because if you do say offer me what, offer me the beating up and slapping and fighting, so it's not really about that. It's about what he also have. Their point of view is going to be like, hey, listen, if I break up with all of this 100 million abuse or slap, does the next guy gonna give me a luxury house and Beamer and Cadillac and some slaps? That's how they're gonna kind of think that, and they know that, you know what, I'd rather just stick to this. Okay, now some of you are gonna be saying, wait, 4K TOHEED, as you're saying that, wait, they always think that what I have to get from this guy, and why should I go with this guy out of all of this guy? Well, there's a few reasons. Sure, not all of them is gonna be for money. There's some really nice, good, like Stephen Hawking's girl, Bill Gates woman, that maybe just for the love, or there's a lot of people just for love. I get it, pure love without any money. I understand, like old school way of thinking. But the problem is, okay, now if you're saying, hey, listen, I have a girl and she's really pretty, and I personally think I'm a very loser guy, and very unattractive, maybe my body is not on shape, and I have the most beautiful looking, model looking girl, well, I'll tell you what, some women love that, sure, but also just to be aware, which you're not gonna get this information from anywhere, that is that if you're a loser, no other guy gonna give a loser vibe for her, so she gonna keep you as a loser, as a side guy, so then she can work on the high quality men while you on the home, or while you can calm her down on the side. But the main access, she's gonna be always looking for specifically those type of guy that she have the render on her mind that, listen, I need exactly this type of guy, da 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 da. But I have a loser guy also at home, so in case I need to go to a wedding or other places, I will be taking him with me, so at least I don't feel lonely. And first of all, the loser guy is providing all my bills anyway, why not? Number 6, as a man, you need to be doing some tweak and twitches, and maybe do some little bit of software changes on your personality just to keep a date or relationship rolling, so she don't leave you. That is one of the another ugly truth. If you're a sweet guy, very good, authentic, good boy, if you're a very nice, sweethearted mind person, you may have to modify as a little bit of boldness or charismatic and a little bit of skills, kind of like from this channel a little bit. You're gonna have to, you have to have this little bit of bad boy vibe, or one of those heroism vibe in you, and kind of remove the good boy and being honest and how much you love her, how much you need to kind of like remove that, even though that's natural, and do a lot of other modification just to keep it rolling, because you clearly know that other guys are hitting on her. She chooses to either ignore them or stick with you, but if she's not sticking with you, you know that it's very close to kind of break up. or she probably doing something sketchy behind your back. A lot of men does that. And when I'm saying you have to do some fixes and twitches in your personality, that means, again, if you do like Taylor Swift, if you do like Avril Lavigne, if you do like some of the girly songs, and if you watch like maybe some anime, which is amazing, animes are amazing. If you're a man and watching cartoon, which is I think completely fine, but if you're really addicted to this thing, and if this modern girl or high quality girl, which every man's want, you get the shot somehow, and she finds out, it's an automatically red flag, by the way. So somehow you have to kind of really hide the playlist, what you have in your phone and what you watch and what type of DVDs you have. Maybe the action figure that you love and you obsess. Maybe just because you have an Optimus Prime figure in your home, just gonna be like, hey, you know what, he's just a toy lover. He's not out there as like, hey, he's the type of guy I can imagine that, hey, we're gonna be dancing on a club, blah 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 blah. This is how fast this judgment goes, which is really crazy. While on her side, she can do both girly activities or decide to do the manly and boldy activities. You probably loves like some of the like girly shows, but you cannot show that front of her. You can only do that front of your guy friends or close friends. You can show, hey, look, the new Taylor Swift album is so amazing. Hey, look, I got the latest all bundles of Power Rangers. You just cannot disclose that with her, by the way. So number 7, this is a very special one. This is another handpicked signature by me. Dating and relationship is the one thing that does not require any sort of signed up contract that will say that, listen, if two of you break up, the one that's been constantly breaking up for his or her fault, that person will get charged by $800 security deposit or $900 security deposit because you've been constantly breaking up. So you basically finished your refill tank or a data bucket, so we're gonna charge you this much money. If this type of rules were exist, then the breakup would have shut down a lot and people wouldn't have too much temper of a little bit of anger or stuff like that. I believe this one need to be in the most ugly truth list. I'm very proud that I came up with that specific discovery because these techniques are getting used by some of the rich people, like maybe Jeff Bezos will make the woman sign a bunch of papers, the Uber CEO, or maybe Tim Cook, the Apple CEO, will be like, hey, listen, if you're in a relationship, you have to go through all of these applications. So they're probably using one of my techniques. I think like this relationship stuff, especially if it's a long term, 2 years, 3 years, is a very serious matter. I think that need to be if it's being very critical for some people. If you have a trust issues and you want looking for only quality, then the ugly truth is that this system does not exist, even though it should be. That was number 7. Number 8, the ugly truth. All of the point that I covered earlier, one of the real truth is that all of these things are side effect of discriminatory behavior, which is technically should be illegal, but unfortunately the women tend to use these techniques on a subconscious mind, but they will never say that in front of your face that, listen, I'm picking a gentleman based on their race, type, height, looks, belief system, and all that. So it's a very similar tactics of racism, and it's funny how nobody noticed that. And if you guys agree with me, you can definitely write it down in the comments. But I'm very glad that I actually mentioned that. This is gonna make a lot of men be like, yes, he finally said that. That is so true, including POF, Tinder. I feel if you do get like, let's say, urban woman, they'll say, hey, listen, you're not urban. If you're not urban, I'm not gonna pick you. That's also discriminatory as well. Maybe one day there will be another protest, just like George Floyd, the relationship discriminatory. I think this word and this label, I'm the first person who actually mentioned this in this YouTube platform. That's kind of interesting. So definitely put the likes on it. Ugly truth number 9, your professions is never a matter for a woman, okay? It's either a good one, high paid, odd jobs is never a matter. If you have an odd jobs, or if you're a dishwasher, you probably have better shots with women than having a very clean, very great, secure job. Not interesting at all. Nowadays people like the bumpy road. They don't like the perfect road. They do not care about your professions. They don't care about the first few seconds or the minute and the subconscious mind, after they got your number, the first thing is gonna be, are you their type? Period. If you tell them, hey, you're sanitation, if you're working in sanitation, you're gonna get the highest attentions ever. Like, that's it. If you say you're dishwasher, they're probably gonna cheat on their husband to pick you. Proven, by the way. Now you're gonna be like, wait, that's not true. I did kind of say one time that they do care about money, they do care about materials. Yes, I did say that, but just to let you know, they don't care about the professions that, hey, what profession. If you even present to them naturally that, look, I'm a IBM CEO and I make tons of money, the moment you say that's IBM or IBM engineer, they do not know what is that thing is. And if they do know what is this thing, then they will not give a value at all. But if you say, hey, look, I'm a dishwasher or something like that, or something average, they will like, okay, wow, okay, I understand that, I'm familiar with that. But if you said designer, I heard like a lot of people, they say, if you're architect designer, if a man is an architect designer, that sounds very attractive. That also don't work, because you're just too like formal. If you show your profession's great, I'm not saying that there's many guys take this serious, because yeah, sure, money, that is kind of sound like a gold digger. Sure, but just to let you know that they don't care exactly what's your profession, they just want to hear it as a mind satisfaction. But just to let you know, they care about what you have and how direct are they. So let's say if you have a expensive Jaguar car or Cadillac, they want to see it right away at the same time, or they'll really follow you just to see what type of car like you drive, or they'll look at the window, hey, what type of car he drive, or why he dressed like that. It had to be something very visually visible front of them. Let's say an example, there's also experiment has been done where if you wear like a flat flip-flop, or if you wear like very like a homeless looking clothing, and you approach them with a formal voice, with professional talk, they still don't care. And you tell them, hey, I got the best job, I'm an Apple engineer, they still don't care, and it will still not work, because they already judged you just by looking at you. If they look at you more sharp, I think have a better shot. But I'm gonna tell you why a lot of guys get escaped with saying about they have money, even though they did not prove it to them. That's because they have this something called the persuasive lines. Persuasive lines, guys, just to be aware, we're gonna be talking more about the persuasive line in future. But persuasive line is gonna be like, these guys have these skills. What they do is they use this very authentic way of saying that, look, I am a Nintendo engineer, I love what I do, and they give me annually, 15K, 16K, something like that. They'll just come up with this great number. And when they said so formally, the women tend to love for that, and he probably don't even have an attractive look. So the way they said is not quick, but it's a very softer and very firmly they say that, women will force to believe that. So then the men don't have to really prove the BMW, Beamer, or Gucci glasses, and they'll just believe on it right away. So again, one more time, they don't care about your professions, they don't care about your money at this point. If you can only prove it to them at the front right away at that time, then they'll like remember you, like, you know what, I must go with him because I did saw his apartment in a Facebook front of me, or I see his car, I think he's a good catch. And because I look average and he's taller, or maybe he's a bold guy, he smell very quality, you know what, I should give a shot so I can get something from him. That's right, gentlemen, these were my signature top list. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, but I'm just gonna give you this basic few tips that gives you an idea that, hey, you know what, whatever 4K TOHEED just said in this real life dating community, he's completely right. That is true. That is really true. And we're gonna be coming up with more solutions on how to bypass this thing. I'm gonna tell you all the techniques. I'm very excited that you guys made it all the way over here. So definitely you need to press the subscribe. There's some video over here, over here, over here, and of course subscribe, right? So definitely press the subscribe button and definitely press the like button, so you're gonna get handpicked selection of my next video. All right, I'll see you next one, gentlemen. Keep it up.